Welcome to our full game recap, where we bring you every thrilling moment from one of baseball's most exciting venues. Tonight, we're coming to you from the heart of Denver, Colorado at the iconic Coors Field, a ballpark famous for its breathtaking views and high-octane games. The San Francisco Giants squared off against the Colorado Rockies in a pivotal divisional showdown, with both teams eager to make a statement early in the season. Coors Field has a reputation for explosive offense, and tonight's matchup promised fireworks, both on the scoreboard and in the stands. The Giants, led by their newly acquired ace Blake Snell, were determined to build momentum on this crucial road trip, hoping to set the tone for the series. Meanwhile, the Rockies, fueled by the energy of their passionate home crowd, were ready to defend their turf and prove they can compete with the division's best. Snell, a former Cy Young Award winner, faced the daunting task of silencing the Rockies' bats in a stadium notorious for favoring hitters. The Rockies countered with their own talented starter, hoping to keep the Giants' powerful lineup in check, especially sluggers like Matt Chapman and Jorge Soler, who have a knack for changing the game with one swing. The atmosphere was absolutely electric, with fans from both teams packing the stands, waving banners and creating a playoff-like buzz throughout the stadium. The thin Denver air, known for carrying baseballs farther than almost anywhere else, set the stage for towering home runs and plenty of offensive fireworks. Both teams entered the game hungry for an early advantage, knowing that every win in this division could make a huge difference down the stretch. As the umpire called "play ball," anticipation reached a fever pitch, with players and fans alike ready for the drama to unfold. In this recap, we'll break down the key moments, highlight the biggest hits, and relive the game-changing plays that made this night unforgettable for everyone in attendance. So settle in and get ready. Let's dive into all the action from a classic night at Coors Field. Blake Snell took the mound for the Giants, his focus evident as he stared in for the sign. The crowd at Coors Field buzzed with anticipation, knowing Snell's reputation for dominating early innings. He wasted no time setting the tone, firing fastballs and mixing in sharp breaking balls to keep the Rockies off balance. His command was on full display, and the Giants' dugout watched with confidence. Snell retired the Rockies in order, ground out, strikeout, pop-up, showcasing his poise and control. Each out seemed to build his momentum, and the Rockies' hitters looked frustrated as they returned to the bench. The Giants' defense looked sharp, backing up their ace with crisp, efficient plays. Every throw and catch was executed with precision, setting a high standard for the rest of the game. But the Rockies' starter was just as determined. He matched Snell's intensity pitch for pitch, working quickly and keeping the Giants' bats silent in the bottom half of the inning. Giants hitters went down quickly, fly out, ground out, strike out. The Rockies' pitcher worked the corners, mixing speeds and refusing to give in. Both pitchers established control early, making runs look hard to come by. The tension on the field was palpable as each team tried to find a way to break through. After one inning, it was a classic pitcher's duel, scoreless and tense. The scoreboard showed zeros, but the intensity was already building. Fans settled in, knowing Coors Field rarely stays quiet for long. The anticipation in the stands was electric, as everyone waited for the first big moment. The stage was set for a battle between two determined teams, each hungry for an early edge. Every player on the field seemed locked in, ready for the challenge ahead. Each side looked for a spark to break the deadlock. Coaches and players exchanged glances, searching for any sign of weakness in their opponents. The first inning ended with both teams still searching for their first base runner. The tension was mounting, and every pitch felt more important than the last. The energy in the stadium hinted that fireworks were coming. Fans leaned forward in their seats, eager for the action to unfold. Snell's efficient start gave the Giants confidence, and his teammates greeted him with fist bumps and encouragement as he returned to the dugout. The Rockies' defense responded in kind, keeping the game tight and showing they wouldn't be outdone on their home field. The chess match had begun, with every pitch and every play carrying extra weight in this early standoff. Snell continued his dominance in the second, retiring the Rockies in order again. 6 up, 6 down, Snell was in total control. The Giants' dugout buzzed with energy inspired by their ace. In the bottom half, Matt Chapman led off with a sharp single to left. Jorge Soler followed, smashing a double off the right center wall. Chapman scored easily, giving the Giants a 1-0 lead. Soler's RBI double was the first big offensive moment of the game. The Rockies pitcher regrouped, retiring the next two batters to limit the damage. But the Giants had struck first, seizing early momentum. The scoreboard read Giants 1, Rockies 0. In a tight pitcher's duel, scoring first felt huge. Chapman and Soler's timely hitting put San Francisco ahead. The Giants' confidence grew as they took the field with the lead. The Rockies knew they'd need to answer soon. Snell kept rolling in the third, retiring the Rockies in order for a perfect 9 up, 9 down. The Giants' ace was pitching with swagger, silencing the home crowd. In the bottom half, Chapman worked a walk after a tough at-bat. Soler stepped in, already with an RBI to his name. On the first pitch, Soler unleashed a towering home run to left. The 2-run blast electrified the Giants' dugout and stunned the Rockies. Chapman scored, and Soler rounded the bases with a grin. The Giants' lead grew to 3-0, thanks to Soler's power. The Rockies' pitcher looked rattled as the Giants celebrated. Soler was single-handedly powering the San Francisco offense. The Giants' bats were alive, and the Rockies were on their heels. The home crowd grew restless as the deficit widened. The Giants had all the momentum. The Rockies needed a spark to stay in the game. The fourth inning brought a glimmer of hope for the Rockies, as they finally managed to break up Blake Snell's perfect game bid with a sharp single to left field. The crowd at Coors Field erupted, sensing a possible momentum shift for their team. Rockies fans cheered loudly, hoping this would spark a rally. But Snell, showing the poise that's made him one of the league's top pitchers, quickly settled back in. He responded with a devastating strikeout to end the inning, silencing the home crowd and keeping the Giants firmly in control. With his shutout still intact, Snell walked off the mound with confidence, and the Giants' dugout buzzed with energy. Their belief in victory only grew stronger as the game progressed. Sensing the need for a change, the Rockies turned to their bullpen, hoping a fresh arm could cool off the Giants' bats. But San Francisco's offense was relentless, refusing to let up. After a patient walk and a wild pitch that advanced the runner, Matt Chapman stepped to the plate with a golden opportunity. Another runner in scoring position and a chance to break the game open. Chapman delivered in a big way, ripping a double down the third base line. The ball shot past the diving third baseman, rolling deep into the corner as the runner raced home to score. The Giants extended their lead to 4-0, putting even more pressure on the Rockies and their fans. Chapman's clutch hitting once again highlighted his immense value in the heart of the Giants' order. His teammates greeted him at second base with high fives and cheers, recognizing the importance of his timely hit. With both pitching and hitting working in perfect harmony, the Giants looked unstoppable. Their bench erupted after every big play, feeding off the momentum. The inning ended with San Francisco holding a comfortable advantage, their confidence growing with every out. Meanwhile, frustration was mounting in the Rockies' dugout. As the Giants continued to pull away, Colorado's players searched for answers, knowing they needed something special to turn the tide. Snell's composure on the mound and Chapman's powerful bat were proving to be the difference makers in this matchup, setting the tone for the Giants on both sides of the ball. The Giants' dugout was alive with energy and excitement, every player locked in and supporting one another as they pushed for victory. As the Rockies prepared to bat in the next inning, they knew they needed a big rally to get back in the game and keep their hopes alive in front of the home crowd. In the fifth, the Rockies finally mounted a threat. A leadoff walk and a single put 2 on with no outs, igniting the home crowd. A deep fly advanced a runner to third, and a sacrifice fly brought in the Rockies' first run. The score was now 4-1, and the shutout was gone. The Rockies kept pressing with a double driving and another run to make it 4-2. Coors Field erupted as the deficit shrank. Snell regrouped, ending the inning with a strikeout. The Rockies had cut the lead in half and shifted the momentum. The Giants felt the pressure as the crowd roared. The game was suddenly close again. The Giants needed a response to quiet the stadium. The Rockies' offense had come alive, proving no lead is safe here. Snell's poise was tested, but he limited the damage. The tension was back in the ballpark. The Giants prepared to answer. The Giants responded immediately in the sixth. After a walk, Heliot Ramos stepped up in a crucial spot. On a 2-1 pitch, Ramos crushed a 2-run homer to left. The Giants' lead ballooned to 6-2, silencing the Rockies' rally. Ramos's home run was a gut punch for Colorado. The Giants' dugout erupted as Ramos rounded the bases. The offense showed its depth, everyone was contributing. The Rockies crowd fell silent, momentum lost. The Giants had answered the Rockies' challenge with authority. Ramos's clutch hit gave the Giants breathing room. The rest of the inning was quiet, but the message was clear. The Giants were in control again. The Rockies faced a steep uphill climb. With a 4-run cushion, Snell returned for the 6th and dominated. He retired the Rockies in order, regaining his rhythm. The Giants' bullpen stayed ready as Snell worked into the late innings. In the 7th, he pitched around a single, keeping the Rockies off the board. Snell started the 8th, recording 2 outs before a walk ended his night. He left to a standing ovation after 8 strong innings, 2 runs, 10 strikeouts. The Giants' bullpen finished the 8th, preserving the 6-2 lead. In the 9th, the Giants' closer shut the door, retiring the Rockies in order. The Giants celebrated a complete team victory. Snell's performance was masterful, especially in a hitter's park. The Giants' pitching staff executed perfectly in the late innings. The Rockies never threatened again. The Giants' win was all but sealed. The Giants triumphed 6-2 at Coors Field, showcasing their strengths on both sides of the ball. Blake Snell's stellar start set the tone, navigating the challenges of Denver with poise. George Soler's RBI double and 2-run homer powered the offense. Matt Chapman delivered clutch hits, and Heliot Ramos's home run sealed the win. The Giants' hitters were clutch, and their pitching was dominant. They absorbed the Rockies' rally and answered back immediately. The Rockies couldn't solve Snell or contain the Giants' lineup. It was a statement win for San Francisco on the road. Thanks for joining us for this recap. Stay tuned for more MLB highlights and recaps. Until next time, have a great day.